Hello guys and welcome back to Thailand Adventures with Dan. In today's video I wanted to give you a unedited raw video talking about as many things as I can, just sat here having a general chit chat with you guys. So currently I'm sat in a flooded back garden. My feet are raised up, so we may have to get the pump into the garden to pump the water out because more heavy rain is expected to hit us very soon. So I have a feeling that the back garden's going to get flooded even worse, so we may have to pump it out a few times. If you normally watch the channel, you'll know that I recently went to Bangkok. I wanted to try something different, so I had to go to the immigration office in Bangkok, and rather than get the train or a taxi there that only costs 135 baht in a taxi, I decided to actually walk the 3-hour journey just to see what I could see, just see what it's like, because I've never spent much time outside the heart of Bangkok. So I just wanted to see what it was like from Nakhon Chai Air bus station and the walk from there over to Changwatana immigration office. And I was surprised in regards to what I've seen. I've always known Bangkok is a polluted city, and most people kind of know that. You see it when you're on the plane and you're coming into Bangkok. You'll normally see smog over Bangkok as you're flying in. So I've always known about the pollution, and Thai people always tell me that they don't enjoy having to go and travel and work in Bangkok, but needs must, and a lot of people have to go there because that's where the work is, and they make a lot more money over in Bangkok than they do in their hometown. So everybody needs to do what they need to do. But yeah, the walk was very hot. I was sweating like crazy. It was a difficult walk because most of Bangkok is just like roads, main roads, etc. And then when you get into like the villages and stuff, then things are a little bit different. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't record, guys. I seen homeless people on the street, but I didn't put the camera in their face because I find it very rude to do that. I spoke to a group of elderly Thai women on the way as well. And I know that Thai people won't tell the truth or feel a bit shy if there's a camera pointed at them. And I know that they don't like it as well, guys. They'll just put smiles on just to save face when you've got a camera on, but they won't be honest and straight up with you. So I spoke to some elderly women. They told me the pollution's got more bad, poverty's got more bad. A lot of businesses have closed. A lot of people are struggling, since COVID hit, which we all kind of know already anyway. But the only thing that I was surprised about was the amount of garbage just on the streets and the smells as well. Normally in Pattaya, you'll normally notice some heavy smells from the sewers, but I've never known it in Bangkok before. But from the 3-hour walk, I noticed it. Changwatana immigration office as well. I didn't really record inside there, but it was very busy. They had a lot of stuff inside. I was quite surprised. A lot of different coffee shops, food to eat, clothes to buy, makeup to buy. It was like going into an airport. So I was surprised how busy that was. So it was a nice trip. It was just hard, guys. Very difficult walking the 3 hours because it was so hot because of the traffic. Got blisters on my toes, on my right foot. Calves are aching. I knew the video is not going to get a lot of views and stuff because the kind of views where people get a lot of views is from like, bar girls and the sex tourism side of Thailand, fancy restaurants and rooftop bars and all that kind of stuff. But I just feel like there's thousands of videos out there. So even with just generating a few views or people that are interested in my channel and seeing what I do, I'm happy to not fight for the views or try to provide content that everybody else is providing, because I just don't see the point in doing that, even though some people might find the information that I give boring. It's quite funny to read some of the comments. Most of the comments that I get are quite positive, but you do get the odd negative comment. And the odd negative comment is mainly due to me being real and honest, which I find quite ironic. It just seems to be the more honest you are, the more people don't seem to like it, because we do live in a fake world, a fake society nowadays. Everything's manufactured before you see it. Like when I see vlogs and stuff, it's all set up, it's all orchestrated, and it's pretty fake, and I see that, so I struggle to watch it. But they're the ones that get the most views, get the most likes, get the most subscribers. But I just can't follow suit, guys. I'm not that type of person at all. So yeah, couple of updates, like from what I've heard from one of the subscribers, Senny Ans. He's explained to me how the baht to the pound has weakened. We're on 40 baht now to the pound, which I've noticed myself, which is quite bad. He's given me a few updates, but I don't have access to them at the moment. He also told me about pension issues back in the UK, interest rates going up now, which I knew would kind of happen. I mean, the governments of the world have put themselves in more debt since this COVID crisis, that they're all going to try to claw the way out of the debt that they are in. So they're going to take it from the people, like they always do. Whenever you get any helping hand from the government in terms of financial help, they're always going to come and get it back later on, more than likely tenfold. But that's just the world we live in. You notice that as you get older, what it's like. So yeah, Thailand as well for holiday makers, guys. If you're planning on traveling, coming now, this rain's gonna at least continue, I think, for the next few weeks. So please be aware of that. Apart from that now, guys, I've got my 6-month visa. That's all sorted. Got the stamp. They did try to charge me 2,000 baht in the end, which I was quite surprised about. So I was in the I met the Thailand elite woman at 1 p.m. She was meant to come at 1:30, but she arrived early, and she grabbed hold of me. We went round into the immigration. She grabbed hold of my passport, told me to sit down. She went over to see the immigration lady, and then she shouted me over. I had to go, take my hat off and smile so they could see my face. Then they shooed me off, went and sat back down, and then it took about 1 hour 30 minutes, and she come back with my passport. And then she said to me, "Hi, sorry, there's been a problem." So I'm like, oh my God, I've just traveled all this way and I'm not going to get my 6-month visa. So I started to panic. And she goes, "There's been a problem. I know that you was told that it was free of charge in the email that Thailand Elite sent you for your visa, but it's actually not. It does cost." So I thought, hey up, something tricky going on here. So then she goes, "You don't have to, but if you can." And then she repeated herself again, you know, you don't have to do it, but if you can, we do have to actually pay to get the stamp. And I said, "Oh right." I said, "Nobody told me." And she goes, "Yeah, I know. But if you can pay, it would be great. That's why I've been so long." So I said, "How much is it?" I thought if it's 200 baht or something, yeah, no problem. I'll just give you the money. Because I can't be bothered. Like, I just want to get out of here now and get back to the bus station and get back to Buriram. So then she goes, "It's 2,000 baht. I went, "What?" I said, if it was 2,000 baht, they told me that, I'd just go and get a non-O visa, a dependence visa, because I have a son here in Thailand. So I wouldn't have come all the way down here. And she goes, no, I understand. And she just gave me the passport and she goes, you can go. So I went, right, I'm off. And then as I was walking away, I thought, most people that have a Thailand elite visa are quite rich, because they're 500,000 baht to buy, but now they've changed the price and they're 600,000 baht to buy a visa. So 2,000 baht to anybody that can afford a visa like that is normally nothing really. So I wasn't so sure if it was a sales pitch to try and make herself some extra money or not. It just seemed a bit dodgy, because Thailand Elite, the whole time that I've used them, I've never asked for any extra money of any kind, so yeah, I just thought this is a bit dodgy. But I've not mentioned anything to Thailand Elite. I was going to email them, but I thought, what's the point? Just leave it now. I'm done with Thailand Elite now. My actual Thailand Elite visa finished in July, but then I was stamped in to Thailand until October the 3rd. So now that they've put the stamp in my passport, they've done it from July up until January, and then in January it finishes, and then I'm legally allowed to stay in Thailand up until April. So I have until that time to basically either get legally married and apply for a marriage visa, or get a dependence visa, a non-O visa, to be able to remain here in Thailand. Both of them require that you need 400,000 baht in your bank account, Thai bank account, or you can just have the equivalent of that you're making each and every month that covers the 400,000 over the year, as long as it's going into a Thai bank account, which all my money does anyway. I normally use a TransferWise application from the money that I get into my UK bank, and then transfer it over to my Bangkok bank in Thailand. It's a very good application, guys, for you to use if anybody doesn't know about it. It's called Wise now, W-I-S-E. It's very cheap. Normally costs about, if it's like a little bit of money that you transfer in, it'll cost less than £1. If you transfer in like £500, £1,000 or whatever, normally costs like a couple of quid. And the exchange rates are normally the proper exchange rates, and it's really fast and normally instant straight into your bank account. So it's great to use the app, click to transfer, and then I can literally jump on my Bangkok bank banking application and the money's already gone in. So it's been great. So guys, yeah, I just thought I'd do an unedited video just to literally give you a rundown on my life a little bit, what's going on, for anybody that subscribes and watches to the channel. I really appreciate all the memberships, guys. We've got about 9 members now on the YouTube channel, which is absolutely amazing. I never expected anybody to actually pay their own money to be a member on YouTube, which is fantastic, and I really appreciate it, guys. And we've got a couple of members on Patreon, which is great. We've had donations sent through, like on PayPal, which has been amazing, and also, what is it, buy me a coffee, but I call it buy me a beer. But all the donations, like I always say, guys, I need a lot of equipment, like to do the videos that I want to do and make them better quality and stuff, so it just goes into the channel. I don't feel like it's right to spend the money that I make on YouTube and put it into my own pocket, especially because I work. If I was to like use it for my living costs or whatever, I'd just tell you and just say, right guys, you know, the money that I make from YouTube is the only money that I make, etc. So the money that I get from ad revenue, the money that I get from memberships and donations, I'm going to use it to live and support my family. And that's fair enough. If people are clear and transparent, then people don't mind so much. No problem. We understand you're trying to live, you're trying to exist in another country, and we're helping support that because we like your channel, etc. I get it. So yeah. But with me, no, I do work, guys. I don't have much time to myself, much free time, because I try and do the YouTube for half a day, and then I try and do my work for the other half a day, and then in between I have to spend time with the family and do odd jobs around the house. I'm probably going to have to do some digging in the garden and sort this water out to try and help it a bit. But I think the only way to get this water out of the garden is to run it into next doors, and then they're going to kick off. So I don't know, probably just going to have to keep paying to pump the water out, get a truck with a big pipe and suck the water out, and see what happens. But the rain's meant to be getting more and more bad. The water's not gone into the house, so we're quite lucky. There's been some really big bad floods in Surin, which is the next city, next province from us, and Pattaya is supposed to have some bad floods as well, guys. So yeah, unedited video, guys. Thought I'd give you one. I'm going to do a few more videos if I can today, and just talk about a few different subjects. So this has been Thailand Adventures with Dan. Just thought I'd do this type of video and see what you guys think. Alright guys, enjoy your day, have a good day. Au revoir.